Shots!
Welcome to Clear Shots. My name's Seth. This is Jake.
Hello.
And we're back.
Yep.
Head over to w.gg. Use the promo code Clear Shots, all one word. 10% off your entire order and support the show. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. Today, I don't know. What do we got today?
We don't really have much.
Anything crazy going on in the news or anything like wild or because I mean it seems like the news cycle there's pretty much just nothing. It's kind of dead, you know what I mean? Nobody's talking about anything.
For me, it seems like it should be called the olds because it's all a bunch of shit I don't care about that happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Or it happened way later ago.
Yep.
Like 2 days ago.
It could be like
it could be two or more.
It could
really.
be yeah.
I don't pay attention.
Yeah, and trying.
I've been working.
Honestly,
so
I'm like so exhausted with it. With all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's so I don't know. It's just weird. And you also like I think that the big thing, I mean, obviously the Epstein thing's huge, but like I think that the problem for this right now is Trump's gonna like split his whole base by doing all this shit. Like, and it's so obvious that they clearly lied because they were sitting there holding up binders and shit with the Epstein phase 1. It's like, okay, but then you guys like weeks later are gonna be like, it doesn't exist. It's not real. It's a democratic hoax. Like what?
That's why I've
just
been
gonna
saying,
split everybody.
That's why I've been saying I like to have thoughts and opinions, and I talk myself into circles about these topics because it always leads me to the same conclusion. It is one big club, and we are not invited.
It's an oligarchy.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? For me, it's did you really think? That's my question.
Yeah,
did you really think that they were gonna
right?
If they were going, this is the thing and this is how I get talked into circles about it. Not disparaging anybody or taking sides, but it is just the same game, and it's just different players every time. Well, when it was the other administration, why wouldn't they do it? Now all of a sudden, everybody on the other side wants it. Why didn't they do it before? And now it's just
it's all part of the election cycle too, though, because it's all like things you say to get
string
in.
Shit. It's puppet string shit.
I'm over it. It's all like I don't know. The more you like pay attention to this, you're like, wait a minute, how come Alex Jones sounds real now? Like Alex
now,
all of
he
this,
sounds real
dude,
now.
It's so crazy though. Like with this like. Now it just looks more and more like there's just this like club that has like sex parties and all this stuff. And basically it feels like Epstein basically just blackmailed everybody.
They have those clubs here.
Yeah.
In where we live. They have those clubs here.
We need to start burning effigies and having like a cool time.
Like blood-soaked sex parties.
Yeah. Because that seems like that's where that's how you get big. Like that's where the power comes from. All you have to do is blackmail people. Take pictures of people with like a 14-year-old just hanging out. You know what I mean? And then there you go.
Yeah.
Now you got blackmail.
Like you got a godfather to them. You got a Senator Leary. Those motherfuckers.
You want to blackmail the rich people and the powerful people, so that way you're powerful.
Senator, she had no family, no connections. No one's gonna remember her, but you do have the support of the Corleones through this situation. You know, you ever see Godfather 2?
Yeah.
Where they're like, they have the fucking senator and they kill the prostitute while he's sleeping, and they're like, "Oh wow, looks like you killed her."
I don't think that's... Dude, Epstein's probably got another island and he's just hanging out on it. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know shit. They're never going to tell us shit. They're not going to tell us anything about the UFOs or the JFK thing. You know what I mean? It's like they signed all these things and people are like, oh, cool, they're going to release it. And then it's like, nah.
Yeah.
We're not. You know?
No, it comes down to the fact, I think I've said this before.
It's all the same thing over and over. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter who you vote for.
If it was going to be beneficial to the average person, it wouldn't be given out for free or at all. You know?
Yeah, that's
That
fair.
comes from, that goes with information, that goes with
Snickers. You know what I mean? Reese's Puffs. Anything that's would be free theoretically.
Okay, hang on. Speaking of Snickers, real quick, you've had a Snickers before. Have you ever had a Baby Ruth before?
I think so. Yeah.
I didn't have enough. I bought Red Bull instead of chocolate on the way here, but
Okay, that's a good decision.
yeah. I had a Snickers and a Baby Ruth because I never realized that they're like the same thing.
Yeah.
They're not the same thing. You know what the difference is? Baby
They're-
Ruths are like a chocolate case. It's not actual chocolate. We gotta look this up.
It's not
It's
actual
like-
chocolate.
No, it's like confectionery chocolate. It's got a name. It's like mechanical chocolate. Some fucking crazy shit. And then it sent me down this rabbit hole of different kinds of chocolate.
Made of? Baby Ruth is made out of.
It's not
combination of
chocolate
peanuts,
like a
caramel.
Snickers is. Compound chocolate,
Ingredients.
covered in compound chocolate at the bottom.
Oh,
So it's like, that's why it doesn't
the
mean
hell
anything.
is compound chocolate?
If you've ever had a Baby Ruth and you're like, wow, this doesn't taste right, it's because it's not regular
A
chocolate.
chocolate coating.
Yeah, no, Google compound chocolate there.
Compound chocolate.
Yeah. It's
There it
like what
is.
you would use at a fondue place.
It's made of cocoa, vegetable fat, and sweeteners, used as a lower cost alternative to pure chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you know what I mean? Maximize profits, minimize the overhead, just like every company in the United States. Actually, probably in the world, I guess you could say. Often used in less expensive chocolate. How much you pay for the? How much you think you pay for a Baby Ruth?
It's the same price as a Snickers. They're in the same aisle. It's
They're in
like
the same
$2.79.
Right.
$2.79 for a Baby Ruth, and it's $2.79 for a Snickers. The thing is, though, is that Snickers are always buy one get one. Baby Ruths never are, and that's probably why. It's not as good. I'm gonna tell you, it's not as good. The chocolate. Once you realize that, I'm sorry if you're a Baby Ruth fan or if you're a compound chocolate lover, but
Right. We know. Yeah, there's a lot of those out there.
it's a problem.
It's honestly an epidemic.
It's like Lucky Charms marshmallows versus regular marshmallows. There's a difference there.
So, in the EU, a product can only be sold as chocolate if it contains a maximum of 5% vegetable oil. What the fuck? The EU, dude, fucking, they got better. Look, I think, like, RFK is fucking weird, and he talks like this all the time, and it's really hard to, understand what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I love the idea of getting rid of like food dyes and all that shit. I don't know who really is against that. I mean, I'm sure there's people against RFK because he said some dumb shit. But all these politicians say dumb shit, to be fair. But yeah, that kind of shit is like, you look at the ingredients that they have in other countries and you're like, why do we have all these things like polyglycerol, polysuccinylate, or whatever the fuck that is?
My favorite is if you look at stuff sold in America versus stuff sold overseas.
Dude, it's so ridiculous. And this is like, and it's the time, I don't know, that's not something that should be, everybody should do unanimously before that, unless you just love the taste of
like red dye 40.
sodium dicarbonate or whatever, some stupid shit that's made up. No one knows what it is. People don't Google it. Like, it's not like you're in the store and you go like, hey, there's an app that I actually have that will it'll like scan products and it'll give you like a better alternative to whatever it is you're scanning, which is kind of cool. But it's like you are still buying from the same pool of shit that they have in grocery stores in the US.
Did you see that they're coming out with a Wi-Fi that can detect movement in your house?
Yeah, I saw that.
Isn't that sick?
It probably already does. Like Wi-Fi 6 or whatever. It's probably already fucking. Dude, that's insane.
We're all gonna get fucking radiation poisoning.
Well, it started with the Roombas. You know what I mean? It started scanning your environment. Then Amazon wanted to buy the Roombas so they know the size of your room.
I forget that most people that tune into the show don't watch the video. So I get when I say shit like that, and I have that smile on my face, it's only gonna be like a dozen or
yeah. Everybody just, yeah. They're
it's
all
like
gonna be like,
0.01% of the
Well, Spotify has the videos, so people watch it on there. I don't know where people watch it mostly, but
I don't think anybody is.
There's like a handful. You get like a handful.
We get them. I've noticed that more people will watch the episodes after the shorts and clips come out.
Well, that's
seems like the episodes get listened to.
Kind of the whole idea. I guess.
They get listened to right away, but they don't get watched right away.
Yeah, the video, YouTube's, it's weird. The algorithm likes to put shorts. They push shorts really easy, but I think it's just because people watch way more shorts than long videos, you know. But also, it's a long video. It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours. People don't.
And then we have like the 10-minute clips.
Yeah, it's like that stuff. I don't know. You're way more likely, at least I am, to click on shorter videos because I don't know. Unless it's something I'm really trying to fucking dive deep into or something. Like chocolate or Epstein or whatever, you know.
I had a fun one.
Chocolate, Epstein. They should make a video that's both, and then that would pretty much blow up, I would think. Because people really like chocolate, and people are really into the Epstein thing right now, so.
I'm into.
I think Trump doesn't want to get suicided. I think he doesn't want to commit suicide. That's why he's not releasing it. Actually, the reality is he's just on it. He's just on all that.
Who isn't?
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like you look at this list and you're like, wait a minute, why is Steph Curry on it? You know what I mean? Why is SpongeBob on it?
If Steph Curry is on the Epstein list, I'll fucking end it.
Dude, it's just like a list of celebrity. Like, that's the thing is, and plus you don't know if it like incriminates him. It could just be that they used his jet. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing is, where's the line?
Apples and oranges there. I mean, it's like, if I was using your car to smuggle children over the Canadian border for years, and you were like, well, I mean, I didn't know what he was doing. You never.
Yeah, like if I had like an Uber,
he painted.
I had like an Uber, like if I had an Uber and I had a 12-year-old in the back the whole time.
Yeah,
it's a different one every time.
Yeah, he put Meals on Wheels on the door. I figured it was something else.
Dude, it's so messed up. Dude, he's definitely on that shit. He knows it, and like, I don't know. It's just weird trying to draw the line there. Like, I think you want to, like, your gut goes, I want to just say everybody's guilty, but it's, I don't know. It's one of those fucking. I just want all of it to come out. Just have it all out. So does everybody else. That's the problem. Is he's gonna have this weird situation where like a bunch of his base. Now he says like it doesn't matter, nobody cares about it. It's like, wait a minute, no, you don't care about releasing it. A lot of people want it. Same thing with aliens, dude. I want to know about aliens. So it's, you know,
I just want to know when did the government ever become a thing that just did nice shit? Like, when did that ever happen?
It didn't.
Has that ever happened? Ever?
Right, exactly. It never happened.
I don't understand where this idea that
they're for us. It was never.
I really don't.
They say they're for us.
I've never understood that. I've never understood it.
Well, Elon was right when he said it's an oligarchy, not a democracy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
he was probably also right when he said Trump's in the files.
Everybody is.
But he was also, you know, Elon's a wild guy. He's a very weird character. You think he's an alien?
No, he's a ketamine addicted autistic man from South Africa.
Yeah, he is. Dude, he's really good at Diablo, though.
I fucking doubt it. So I've been perusing through different things lately, and one of my favorite things right now is this rabbit hole. I want to get out of the political thing. I have nothing to say other than I told you so. You guys are all dumb forever thinking that they would ever release the files.
Yeah, exactly.
Move the fuck on. I don't care. It doesn't matter who's in the White House or who's in Congress or who's on the court. It doesn't matter.
No, it really doesn't.
It literally doesn't matter.
That's why it doesn't even matter who people are voting for. Like,
that's why
I
I try to move past it, because it's just like, oh shit, the people in charge did something that sucks. Right.
Yeah. Oh, they're not telling us everything.
Yeah. I mean, shit, man. I mean,
How
every mayor of this town fucks kids. So how I like, you know,
probably, yeah.
Yeah, probably, yes.
They're all part of the, that's how you get into it, dude. Nobody cool gets into it. I mean, we should run for something. We'll be the change that we need in the world.
Because in order to be put in, like, that's when we were talking about
suck people off, and
we were talking about like the blackmail stuff. That's how you even get in.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, probably. Right. Like, it's like you have to do this on tape and now you're in. But I don't know. It's like, why don't we see a lot more of that come out? You know? Because obviously some of these politicians have fucked people over. It's like, I just think it's like you said. The reality is,
you already know my answer.
For years and years and years, it's just been this way.
Yeah.
And no one seems to recognize it. I think it's funny that like, there's this whole thing about Colbert. I guess they're getting canceled, like late night or something. What is it, Late Show with Colbert?
Whatever it is.
And they're getting canceled, and now they're blaming it on Trump because of like this Paramount merger or something, and like their parent company. I don't know. And I also read some stuff about Paramount, how like South Park is like getting delayed or something because of this merger and all this shit. It's like, I don't know, dude. I don't really give a shit about Colbert at all. Like, after Colbert Report was over, like, that was... he doesn't need to be a late night talk host. He was way better being like a comic news show. Like Jon Stewart. I like The Daily Show. I like watching Jon Stewart when he's on there. I think he's only on there once a week, but... I missed... That was also, like, a thing I watched all the time when I was growing up, because, it was like, that was my news. That was news to me. Which is weird, because, like, I don't know, partially you get, like, somewhat of a skewed thing, because John is mostly a Democrat, so he's always going to roast.
They both are.
But John also does a good job of roasting everybody, so,
yeah.
To be fair, that's why I like Jon Stewart. But I think it's just, it's just like one of those things. I just want to try and pay less attention to this shit.
It's really easy. Whenever you start thinking about it, just go, oh yeah, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, well, you can't. And it's like you want to,
and you shouldn't want to. I this is gonna make me sound like a fucking crazy person.
You shouldn't want to do anything about it.
I don't think you should. I think making it your mission to think that you're going to change the powers that be is a fast path to self-destruction.
Well, you're definitely not going to.
Right. I think if a lot of people that put all their faith in changing the way the world is ran into something else, like themselves or their job or their family or whatever, I feel like they would get a lot more satisfaction out of life.
Well, I think like a lot of people understand they're probably not going to.
I don't think a lot of people do. I really don't. I don't think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people. It
goes back to like this don't worry about shit you can't control type of thing.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, dude. Like I still want to know some of like, I don't know, what's going on in the world generally.
Of course.
Like at least like between, like with the Gaza thing and Israel and Palestine, all that.
You can be as informed as you want.
Yeah, I just want to have like a baseline knowledge of it now, because the problem is you get too deep into half of this shit and then you start believing something that turns out to be wrong, or you start believing something else that turns out to be right, and that's not good because you don't want it to be right probably. And it's like you just never really, I don't know. People think they're informed, I think, is part of the problem. Too many people think they're more informed than they are. And then they'll talk down to you thinking that they know what they're talking about. 3 months later, that shit comes up and it's not even true. And you're like, hey, remember when you said that? And they're like, no, I don't remember that. That actually didn't happen. No, I thought I said that it wasn't going to happen. It's like, what are
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. No, and it's
I think they're like, we're too worried about, like, there's a lot of global conflict and there always will be, but like, I don't know, it's like I want to know about it, but also I don't want to be involved in it. None of us want the country to be involved in any of that shit. We don't need another war in the Middle East, dude. We just finished that. We got done with that. I thought we were like wiping the slate clean, you know what I mean? What's it called? Burying the hatchet.
yeah. Yeah.
Squashing
Squashing the beef. Yeah. Closing the door.
Yep.
Washing your hands of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
no, it's never gonna happen. I don't. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
which sucks.
And the thing is, it just frustrates people because, like, you vote people in, and you like everybody who voted for. If you voted for Kamala or you voted for Trump or whatever, you thought they were. You probably, some of these people at least, thought that they were gonna do something good, and then it's like they were just not going to, and they were always not going to. Learn that. You know what I mean? Learn that. That's why I vote third party. And those guys probably wouldn't do anything good either if they actually got in.
Nobody's allowed.
No, you're not allowed to. You're not even allowed to be on the ballot half the time. But it's like, I think we should have got Kanye in there. You know what I mean? Because obviously he was mentally stable. And you know what I mean? What if he did all that shit after he got in?
This is going to sound crazy, but I really, truly don't know if it would have been much different if Kanye was elected.
No,
I think it'd be the same because it's the same dudes.
There's
the thing I was talking about the other day.
The same shit.
You know those people that are like, oh, there's a shadow government ran by like the Rockefellers and Rothschilds this. If there is a shadow government, it's a bunch of families we've never heard of and that we're never going to hear of.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, because they're shadows, dude.
But yeah, so that's all I got. It's fucking fake. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it.
Active camouflage.
Yeah, doesn't matter. None of this matters.
They're all on islands, dude. It's all islands we'll never be on.
So it's like my favorite.
Or they're in the Hollow Earth.
Remember recycling? Remember when we were supposed to recycle?
Oh yeah.
And then we're adults now, and we're like, oh wait a minute, hang on. When you take your jet from New York to Miami, you're using more emissions than all of us combined.
Yeah, you mean to tell me you're the same guy that said to recycle?
Yeah. It's fake. It's all fake. Don't pay attention.
It happens in religion too, like Epstein and all these guys that are flying.
It's all fake, dude. It's all
just
a fucking show.
It's all just power. It's all literally just power and money. It's like that's all it is, plain and simple.
Mm-hmm.
But this country encourages that, though. Like that's like the whole idea is capitalism and making money and gaining power. That's literally the whole thing. Your incentive. That's the entire incentive. So when you make money and you get power, you just want more of it. So eventually, like, where's the top of it? Like, where's the ultimate?
Well, that's
Is it the Lord?
Ideally, that's where you would want socialism or communism to come in.
Yes,
once
theoretically,
once there's enough wealth.
Yeah, theoretically,
but they,
Yeah, but we don't want. It's so weird because then that one dude in New York is running, and he wants Mamdani or whatever. He wants like free buses and like public grocery stores, and everybody's like, no, we can't have that. It's radical. And you're like, I guess not really though, right? Like we have socialist things in society already. I don't know, dude. No one wants to everybody wants to push back against change if it's not their team, and that's all that there is to it. And it's going to be that way, and it's gotten worse since Trump got in there the first time. But it was always that way, I think. I don't know, dude. I'm so sick of it. Like, I don't know. That's it.
It just sucks.
Because
it just sucks.
And it's like all these people who voted for Trump want their decision to be right. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter what he does. They're gonna like, oh yeah, no, the Epstein thing's a Democratic hoax. They're gonna like believe whatever he says anyway. And it would have been the same if the other one was in there. So
it bugs me because like as frustrated as I am with how the world is, luckily our lives, all in all, our lives are pretty fucking sick. Like we're relatively young, we're
All things
healthy,
considered, it's
we
like,
have jobs, we do this, that, everything's
yeah.
good. And then it's like,
But there's a lot of people who don't. But it's
yeah,
like,
that's what bugs me. Is
yeah,
like
that's
it's
the
like
problem.
there's people that don't have the opportunity for whatever reason,
I think that you need
and they need a government. Like some people need the government to be what it needs to be, which is like
yes,
this fucking
and
support system.
I don't like. I think assistance is probably a good idea, like to give people assistance. But the problem is, people live off of the assistance. So like, that's not what that's meant.
Yeah.
It's meant to like. Everybody fucking knows this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yep.
you get the assistance, you get back on your feet, and you work for yourself. But like, it's not how it works.
It's like doing physical therapy. You don't keep going to physical therapy after your fucking shoulder's healed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of,
I don't know.
Speaking of physical therapy,
Yeah.
there was a thing that I read, and it was really funny. First things first, Dustin Poirier fought his final fight in the UFC last night.
Okay. I didn't watch it.
I cried.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna say I cried. Holloway won. Spoiler alert.
Holloway.
Whole fucking main card was decisions. That was cool.
Fuck! I didn't even realize that was last night.
You didn't really miss anything. The UFC might be dead. I don't know how else to phrase that. It's obviously not going anywhere. It's obviously not like hemorrhaging money. It's obviously not in the the back of everybody's minds like fucking NASCAR or MLS. But it's such a weird sport to follow because there's something wrong with it.
You know what's going on too is like half of these people, like casuals, have no idea who these champions are. I guarantee it. Like Topuria,
Seth, I don't know who half
Pantoja.
these fucking people are. Like, okay, champs, obviously. The top 3 or 4 of every division, obviously, we probably all know. But shit, man. The biggest problem is that these guys, all these people with numbers in their names, aren't ever fucking fighting.
Yeah, O'Malley.
You look at
O'Malley fights.
He once a year. Peter Yan once a year.
Yeah, that's the thing though, is like they don't. I don't know. I think once you get to a certain rank, it's like you're only fighting people at that rank. So now they're just like waiting till your schedules can sync up to be able to fight each other.
That one's pound for pound, so that one doesn't matter. Flyweight isn't. This is the flyweight. I have no idea. I know Pantoja is fucking incredible. KKF is great.
Yeah.
Who else? Moreno, Roy.
Moreno.
They're all great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude. That's what I'm saying.
Erceg.
Now.
But the problem is these aren't the guys fighting. I wish it would be less cards, better fights instead of a card every fucking Saturday with a bunch of random dudes. Like, what do we got? Featherweight. I'm not.
Brian Ortega's been around for.
He's been around for a minute.
Evloev
is those top 2 guys. I think I'm not very familiar with.
I know Diego Lopez
might be showing my ignorance here, but
yeah, Yair Rodriguez, Josh Sterling, yep.
And Bryce Mitchell, is he also 15?
Dan Ige.
There's 2 15s for featherweight. Why is Bryce Mitchell on there? Look at that.
There it is. What's this number here? This is too small for me.
Why is there 2 15s?
How do I zoom? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get rid of this.
Not ranked?
We don't want this.
What?
Not ranked.
But he's okay. We have 2 number 15s for featherweight.
But they're not ranked. One of them's not ranked.
And lightweight is still solid. They got to take Poirier out, but and Holloway is going to be up there.
Yep.
This is
a tough division.
Lightweight has always been
lightweight
since because who was it? It was Alvarez, McGregor, Khabib.
Well, lightweight had a hell of a lot of people. Even
BJ Penn, who was
BJ was a lightweight.
Pettis, was it Anthony Pettis before?
I think Pettis was a bantamweight or flyweight.
No, that's Sergio Pettis. That's his brother.
Anthony was a flyweight though, I think, or bantamweight, or maybe he moved to lightweight when they bought
Strike Force.
WEC. I don't remember.
Um,
Well, because WEC was only bantamweight.
it was
and
small.
flyweight.
It was the two smaller divisions, right?
I think maybe they had a bigger division, but I don't remember. I think they might have had a lightweight division.
They go back down.
When I was like, when UFC got big, like when it blew up in like 08, 09, 10, like all like that general area, light heavyweight was the division. Like that's where you had like Shogun, Rampage, Chuck Liddell,
Rashad Evans.
Yep, like dude,
Rampage,
it was
Chuck Liddell,
Anderson.
Shogun.
Yeah,
Frank Mir. No,
Mir was a heavyweight.
John Jones.
Yeah, you had like a lot of guys. Light heavyweight was crazy. It's still pretty, I mean, Prohaska.
Well, who's the champ? Magomed.
Yeah. Roundtree's really good.
So my problem with the UFC is exactly what we saw with the card last night. Is that it's just. I was talking to Dan and I was telling him, I go, UFC is becoming NASCAR, where everybody is so evenly matched that there aren't as many freakish outliers. There isn't a McGregor or a Silva or a
well, that's big time what brings people in for sure.
It's not even the celebrity aspect of it. A lot of people will go, well, yeah, Dana White doesn't want anybody bigger than the brand. It's more than that. It's the fact that there aren't guys going for the crazy knockouts or anything like that. It's all safe point fighting, except for Topuria is up there.
Now, this is the argument is like the way boxing does things is they are like everything is intended to make huge names like that. Like they are built, like they take out all these, bozos to build their record up. And then it's only big fights like once in like fucking 5-6 years. Like you barely ever box.
Yeah.
But that builds up an air of like intensity to these fights. Whereas like these guys fight, even if you fight like 3 times a year, which is almost nobody does now, unless you're like really low in the.
It's just Kevin
rankings.
Holland. Kevin Holland is if there was one guy like Kevin Holland in every division, it would be crazy because he fights like 5 or 6 times a year.
But that's what was like that. Why I think that's the reason it was so crazy back in 2010 is because you had guys that already had this like huge aura, like Liddell.
Because they were coming
Jackson.
from different divisions or different companies, or
it was partially because they fought specific ways. Now everybody's an MMA fighter,
right?
I think back then it was like you had Liddell, who was a good boxer, and then you had like Anderson Silva, who was a Muay Thai guy, and then you had George St. Pierre, who was a wrestler, even though he was never a wrestler. But you knew the way they fought.
Now it's all
like BJ Penn was like a jiu-jitsu guy.
He was a crazy dude.
He was not, yeah.
BJ Penn's one of those dudes that like if you take prime BJ Penn,
BJ was crazy.
He'll fight whoever, and I'll be like, yeah, he could win.
Yeah,
he could win. Didn't he arguably beat St. Pierre in one of their fights? Wasn't it like a very close split decision? Also,
I think he only fought GSP once.
Really?
Yeah, BJ Penn.
You're looking for mosquito curtains?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, you knocked him out. Oh, it was a doctor stoppage? Oh, they did fight twice.
Yeah.
So it was a doctor stoppage the second time?
The second time, yeah, he was just, it was a GSP fight. The guy was on his back and he was just beating the shit out of him. That's just UFC 94, dude. 2009.
Let's check that out. I was fucking 12 years old. Lyoto Machida, John Jones,
yeah,
Stephan Bonner,
Carl Parisian, dude. He was awesome.
Clay
and
Guida.
He was a judo guy.
Wow, Clay Guida beat fucking Nate Diaz.
Yep.
I thought Nate Diaz was undefeated.
Nah, he's a bitch.
He'll kill you.
22.
I wouldn't help.
I would do some of this. You know what I mean? Move around a little bit.
Oh my God. Would that be the dream guest? Is Nate Diaz
Nate
the dream
Diaz.
guest?
I don't know. He's a guest. He would be wild.
Obama would be cool.
Oh yeah, we should bring him in, dude. Oh,
But yeah, so the UFC is done. I don't know. That's all I had about that. Was like this was the first card all year that I was like super dialed in for, and then of course the fights were fine, but it's also just not. It's just not.
This ain't it.
It's not it anymore.
Yeah.
And like people are like, "Oh, you should watch Bare Knuckle," and it's like, no.
People are.
I'm good on the fucking Bare Knuckle.
Yeah.
I'll watch Mike Perry fight. That's about it.
Well, people think it's like the fact that Trump's at all these events, and it's like become a bro like Republican event like company, and it's like no. The product is bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't have anything to do with that. I mean, I'm sure there's people that stop watching for stupid reasons, but that is the reason. Like,
Yeah.
it's just not a good product right now.
It's not fun. It hasn't been fun. I think we got spoiled with COVID. I think we got spoiled with Poetan.
Yeah.
I think the way that John Jones handled his heavyweight reign fucking
Yeah.
really pisses me off. The fact that
Dude,
that
John
entire
Jones-
heavyweight division has been put on hold for like 3 years because he's a fucking dunce.
Dude, he's just like a habitual line stepper. He's a habitual.
Then did you
screw-up.
see 10 years or 9 years to the day he got arrested for another DWI hit and run?
He's good at it. He's good at getting caught doing it, but dude, the guy just like, and it was like crazy because like when he was in the cage and all the things he would like talk about in his post fight was like believe in the Lord, be nice to people. Like he wanted this like weird it was like so fake. It was so obviously fake because he just kept doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Public intoxication and all this
Who
shit.
else? Like light heavyweight. Don't care. Middleweight. Who is it? DDP that better be a fucking
Diamond
finish.
Dallas Page.
Can you imagine if it's fucking Duplessis and Chimaev goes to a fucking decision? I'll never tune in again if that happens.
Well, that was another thing is like there was like Crow Cop and guys that were just like laying dudes out.
Like I watched Derek Lewis last week.
Mhm.
That was the most excited I've been for a fight, but I didn't watch the card. I think that's the problem. I have there's nothing getting me to watch the full event. I'll just check.
Well,
and
that used to be
see.
where they were good. Like that used to be the whole thing. Like in comparison
It
to
used
boxing.
to be an event. Yeah.
Like boxing was like you tune in for the main event,
Mm-hmm.
but the UFC was like a whole night, like 4 hours of watching.
Or like when we used to get together and we would even watch the pre-show. They don't even do those like, 11 a.m. fucking pre-show things anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how good their prelim like main fight is anymore because that's what they used to do is have like a big fight at the top of the prelim card.
I don't think they really
And then
fuck
it
with
would
that
be
anymore.
That's what.
Well, no, and you know what happens a lot is that somebody will drop out of the main card and they'll bump the prelim to the main card.
Right.
So then you're like,
That's
well,
another
fuck.
thing is you get a lot of people getting injured or dropping out or whatever.
Yeah. Like,
It just doesn't seem like that happened as much back then.
no, and maybe it did and we just weren't aware of it, and maybe it's a rose-tinted glasses thing. But for me, there aren't really any sports that have fallen off like that, like the UFC has.
That's a big problem though. Because like injuries are bound to happen, and it's not like in the NFL where like your team's still gonna play.
Right. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
You're still gonna watch that team, but it's like one guy being out doesn't matter. It's just in the UFC that guy being out kills the whole event because the stakes were already set. This is what it's for. And now all of a sudden you got a guy subbing in just to raise his ranking or whatever. And I don't know. And it's like if the other guy does win, so what? Like, where does he go if he's like number one contender already? You've already lost your title shot because the guy got injured. That's the nature of the sport, though. It's unavoidable. You would think that people would get injured less. nowadays with like the tech that we have and like the way that nutrition is and all that stuff.
No,
I mean,
I've
the
actually.
problem is it's all food dyes and everybody's eating food dyes.
It's food dyes, it's wire snapping, and it's fucked up not boomer parents. Sorry, I got to get out of that mindset. It's fucked up parents that make their kids play the same sport year round, so their fucking muscles and fucking tendons and shit don't get any recovery.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think it was, people on the fucking olds have been talking about it, but also LeBron talked about it on one of his podcasts where these kids are getting the same injuries because they're only playing the same sport.
You're only working
round.
the same muscles.
Yeah. So,
but this is
maybe it was Carmelo Anthony. Maybe it was somebody was saying like the reason. Oh, it was Cam Newton. Cam Newton was saying one of the reasons he never really got injured was because when he wasn't playing football, he was working on other parts of his body.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And even if he did get banged up, he's like, all right, this is a little banged up. Let me fuck with the rest of myself to compensate.
Mm-hmm.
And now what they're doing is they only know how to work the same way that they do. It's kind of like, we were growing up, we always played multiple sports. I bet now if we were growing up now, our parents would have done the thing where they'd be with me. You got to play tennis all year round, only tennis forever.
Tennis only or else.
Yeah, bowling only. No baseball, no football, no diving. I don't know what else you did.
Diving. I was a big diver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
couldn't get enough diving, honestly.
The thing with me is the crazy thing is the amount of fucking non-contact injuries. It's a lot of Achilles tears, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of Achilles tears.
Yes, it is. ACLs and shit like that. But the thing is, like, I've been reading a lot about this because WWE guys don't do house shows anymore, right? There's not like a lot of like live events.
Mm-mm.
So they only work a couple times a week max. And if you're not constantly doing that, your body isn't used to constantly doing that. And so it's easier you're more subject to be injured. And that was something they talked about after Seth Rollins got injured, which we don't even know. That could be a work, but this is this is a different podcast.
No, we could channel a burning hammer quick. Am I the only one that's been disappointed with this year so far?
No.
Okay. It hasn't been bad.
No,
I don't want people to think it's been bad. I just I feel like for somebody that went into the Netflix era with the expectation of, okay, it's just on Netflix now. And then like the first couple weeks were amazing. And I really bought into John Cena saying he was going to be around.
Yep.
And nothing, I don't want to say nothing's happened, but I'm just whelmed.
Part of it too is like a lot of these guys keep getting injured that are in like major, like Liv Morgan and Rollins. There's definitely a couple
like
more.
What's Ron Killing's been up to?
That's the thing is like they had this whole thing. He got released. Then people wanted him back. He came back, and then it like cooled off. And they really didn't put him in anything that was meaningful. So it's like I don't know what's going on with the booking. It's like not. It's one of those like. I just don't know. And then they bring Jelly Roll in, and it's like, why are we bringing?
Tired of it.
Yeah,
I checked out. I every time I see and I hate to be so cynical, but I can't help it because if I stop being cynical, then I stop having fun.
Yeah.
I hate whenever a celebrity is in. I can't do it. And I know that they used to do it all the time. And I know that the bias is that, they use celebrities that you knew. It's just because these celebrities aren't part of your demographic. Sure. It still absolutely grinds any show to a halt whenever any of those guys come in.
The biggest thing is I just feel like they have a bunch of stars that they could be using, We talked about that this week. I don't know. It's just like I don't understand it. And it's like you try to bring in these eyes like for people that are fans of Jelly Roll or whatever, but it's like the Jelly Roll fans aren't going to stick around and watch Raw every week. They just want to see that. And it's like, oh, cool, you got a numbers boost for a week and then one show or
The
whatever.
only celebrity with that power is Taylor Swift, and the NFL already has her. So, you know, if Taylor Swift starts dating like fucking, I don't know, Gunther, that would be sick.
Yeah, that'd be
Because
awesome.
that's one of the guys I'm into right now. I'm into Gunther's storyline. I will admit I was wicked wrong about Jey Uso. I loved his whole thing this year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Just been whatever.
Yeah.
There's
been like some decent
Evolution
things.
was a great show.
Yeah.
The women's
I've been watching
event.
I've been
That
watching
was
a lot
pretty
of
great.
AEW. I've been watching because All In was really good a couple weeks ago. And I don't know, they're kind of finally starting to actually tell some stories, which is nice. But WWE is just becoming like, I think part of it is like they're, Triple H came in, he wanted this whole thing to be like breaking the fourth wall, exposing the business, but you got into a point where like it's too much of that, and you're trying to present it like a show, but like we want it to be wrestling.
Yep.
Like I want it to be what he knows what it used to be, so why doesn't he want it to be what it used to be? I don't know. I just don't get it. They have this new show coming out, Unreal, on Netflix. It comes out in like a couple weeks, and it's like all backstage footage talking about it's more of exposing the business. And that wasn't the point. Like, people know it's not real. Like, they know it's scripted. So like why do we have to force it down everyone's throat that it's not,
You cannot put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say there.
But just don't keep
cats out of the bag.
Just, I don't know. It's too much, I think.
All in all, I'm going to keep tuning in. I'm just back to but that's the thing too. Don't ever forget, and I said this the appearance I made on Burning Hammer. I am the worst WWE fan ever because I do not really give a shit until it's Royal Rumble season.
Well, that's the thing is, like, something will happen too, and it'll bring a bunch of people in.
Yeah, but like as far as me being dialed in, like you guys are, it doesn't happen till January because NFL playoffs start. Dallas gets eliminated. I go into wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just tough. Like when you have a show that you're trying to do live every single week and you have to write for it every single week, that's like got to be exhausting. First of all,
they never ask us for help though,
and they don't. And I don't know. I checked the email and it's never there.
Yeah. Speaking of NFL playoff eliminations, I stumbled upon a really fun argument online today about why American sports leagues refer to themselves as world champions. And it was an entire Reddit thread of...
Never even really thought about that.
It's funny. It's really funny. And this guy was saying, if I can find it here.
Well, I think it's probably just because they want it to be like it's the presentation of we're the best league.
So the real argument, and this is why I think it's a non-thing, right? Is it's the only league. Like the NFL is the only football league, so of course they would be the world champions.
That's not debatable.
The NBA is considered the pinnacle of professional basketball. So if you're the best team in the best league, you would be the best team in the world. MLB is called the World Series. Baseball's tricky, but I would still wager that the best MLB team would wipe the floor with the best Japanese team or whatever team.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hockey, I don't know. My thing with hockey is that we have no idea how good they are in like Sweden, in Russia, and stuff like that until the Olympics.
Right.
Because a lot of the best players overseas, it's not like basketball, where the best basketball players come to America. A lot of times the best hockey players stay overseas. And this guy goes, he goes, I hate this logic. I could create a sport and set up a private league so only people from Madagascar could play, then crown the winners of this made-up sport as the world champions on the grounds that only people from Madagascar are professional at this sport. No. Because I don't remember reading a thing where
not how
only Americans are allowed. But anyway, so it was just that little comment in the post and stuff got me thinking about what teams, like, is there even besides soccer?
Well, the thing is, it doesn't
Is it
cost.
just soccer?
It
that
doesn't
that
cost you
Americans
anything
would
to
lose at?
It costs you nothing to be able to say
Soccer and hockey.
world champion though.
Soccer and hockey. I think if you take the best Americans in soccer, they lose. The best hockey players are not American. Or are they? Did America win that fucking tournament thing? They did the four.
No,
they didn't.
I think
It was Canada,
won.
right?
Yeah.
What other sports are there? I don't. There's. I mean, that's pretty much
volleyball.
all of them. All right. Okay. Who gives? There's what?
Lawn darts. Cricket.
Cricket. That's like an India Pakistan thing. India is the fucking cricket.
Bocce
guys.
ball.
The appetizer.
What's the one where they ride the
polo?
Yeah, dude.
That's a British thing. Polo's a British thing.
Dude. We should try. We should get into that.
NASCAR?
Is there a polo league around here, you think? Is it bring your own horse?
Yeah. I liked pony polo, but with fat people. Get fat people on tiny horses and have them play polo.
Or with motorcycles. That's American. That's the American way to play.
Yeah, and you have an eagle on your arm.
Mm-hmm.
And if you lose the eagle, you have to get off the motorcycle and go, come back, come back, come back.
It's like a golden snitch situation.
Yeah.
There's an eagle flying around. You have to catch it on motorcycle. That's the most American shit. And you can tackle.
You got to wait till the eagle gets tired.
Yeah. Tackling is allowed. There's downs. But there has to be enough pauses for commercial breaks because that's American.
But yeah, no. So the world champs thing. Do you think that
I can't? I
want to go back to it. No, I need to know. Is there?
I can't ignore the
polo
motorcycle.
Fuck.
Eagle polo.
Fuck. Yeah.
American Eagle, dude. That's American Eagle.
What would you even call it?
Eagle.
We'll just call it cool polo.
America ball. America.
The Gulf of Polo.
It's a sensitive topic. Can't do that. Well, that one died out too. That topic kind of died out. No one really talks about that anymore.
Polo.
It's got motorcycles
by Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, dude, that would be all the sponsors would be like Abercrombie and Fitch and shit like that.
Just tween, male tween cologne.
Yeah. Dude, yeah.
Hollister.
You'd have to.
What else is there? Didn't one of them go under? Abercrombie went under, I think. And then there was Aeropastel. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Aeropastel.
Yeah, they all smelled funny.
What happened to that? What was the deal with those? Was it just extremely effective branding? Like, what was it?
I don't know what did draw people to that. I think. Well, I remember seeing a lot of torn, like distressed jeans, and people got into that.
People are still into those.
And then I don't know. You'd go in there. It would smell weird. It would smell funny. It would be dark. You know what I mean? And it's like, why am I in here? It always felt like it was a little bit
liminal
on the and the not straight side too. You know what I mean? I always felt a little bit not that straight being in there.
Well, it was like Queer Eye, the Queer Eye guys.
Yeah, maybe that was part of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what the timeline is how that lines up.
Metrosexuality.
What happened to those guys? Metrosexuals? Are they still a thing, or are they just trans now?
You do a podcast with me. I'm right here.
That's fair. Yeah, because I don't see a lot of those anymore. Is that in the LGBTQIA 269?
I don't think so.
It's not part of it. The M.
No, I think it's more of an aesthetic.
So why they don't care about the metrosexuals or what?
No, because I think that's more of like a aesthetic than like a gender identity or like a sexual preference. Like a feminine man.
They should call it something else.
Because it isn't a femboy. Because I don't dress like a woman. I just act like one.
Right. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should call it something else though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
America Ball. Something like that.
Huh.
But that'll be the outfits for the sport. You have to be metrosexual and drive a motorcycle
Yeah.
and chase
We
down
we
evils.
identify the captain, like in soccer, the captain has the band, but instead of the band, the captain has frosted tips and a shirt with flames on it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Whatever
And-
happened to those like Guy Fieri shirts?
There was Guy Fieri, and then there was
Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. Kind of one of those.
Bruno Rafferty. What the fuck was his name?
What's the what are they called? Like they're just like shirts.
No, what was that one chef? It wasn't Guy Fieri.
He was a chef.
It was but there was another guy. Hang on. Who was it?
Another guy that wore one of those?
Yeah, it was Beat Bobby Flay. It was Bobby Flay. That was the
Oh.
guy. Remember him?
Yeah. Bobby
Yeah.
Flay.
Yeah.
Look at this clown.
What? He's a nice dude.
I'm sure he's a super nice guy, honestly.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that. He's got a
He
Willem
looks
Dafoe.
like fucking Skip Bayless.
He's got a Willem Dafoe smile to him.
Yeah. He looks like he hates Troy Aikman.
Yep.
Wait, there he
Look
is
at
right there
this.
with a burger.
Is this a troll? One of the trolls from Trolls?
No, I think that's a
That's
dead
just
woman.
a metrosexual, probably.
No, that's Ann Burl. She passed away the other day.
Oh shit.
Rest
Rip.
in peace.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. What did she do? That was
She was a chef.
wow. I bet her shit was probably awesome. Who's this guy? Huh.
Brooke.
We gotta look into this guy's personal life because that's what the internet's about now. You know what I mean? As soon as you're like a public figure, everybody has to know what is going on with you. You know what I mean?
Well, he had a
What's
show.
happening?
He had a show
Yep.
called Beat Bobby Flay.
Yep. Did. And then what? It's like
he's dating Brooke Williamson,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he was
I guess
also
so.
on the
People
Tonight
really-
Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Wow.
And,
look at that. He was. Holy shit. You only get on there if you're really, really, popular. and
Yeah.
famous.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. He must have been a big deal. What's he got? Where are his shirts? I'm trying to find some shirts on here. I'm not seeing any good shirts. He's wearing a polo in most of these. Oh, shit.
Man, we really ran out of steam fast. I don't have anything else.
No, I can't think of any more rules that you would really need for this sport either. So, yeah, I don't know. What about Ready or Not? How bad that is?
Oh, I did want to talk about that. Have you been able to play it since the update?
I updated it, but I didn't play it.
I haven't been able to play it.
Oh, you haven't even launched? Yeah, you can't even launch it. I wanted
Yep.
to try to launch it to see if it works.
It tells me to delete all of my save data and mod data, and I do. And then I go to launch it, and it asks me to do it again.
It tells you to do that?
Every time I launch it, it says ready or not, ran into some trouble. Do you want to delete this data and submit an error report or whatever? And I go, yep. And then I relaunch it, and then it comes back with the same thing. So I did the whole, % run Windows R bullshit where you go in and actually delete all the files and did a fresh install that way. Still doesn't work. Haven't been able to play it.
Yeah, they broke it.
Yep.
They said
That's what I get
themselves.
for making fun of people that were worried about censorship, because that's what I was doing. So that's what I get for that. That's karma there.
Well, I don't get it because like if you play like Outlast 2, there's like a bunch of naked people and like dead kids and like
yep. And the
so why is this? I don't understand.
it's just for me it's the fact that they broke the game. And then if you look at the install size went from like 70 gigs to like 38.
What?
Because they had to compress the textures and shit.
Well, that's why it all looks so bad.
Yeah.
All the
Apparently it
screenshots.
looks. I can't tell how bad it looks because I can't play it. Apparently the AI is worse. There's audio files that are missing.
They said themselves, the developers said that their code is like spaghetti code, and
Yep.
it's like that's a red flag. Because
the game started off on whatever engine, and then they imported it to Unreal Engine 5. So, because of course they did.
why? It's gonna be easier. It's gonna be easier. to
It
do.
bums me out, man. Because I was not expecting the game just stopped working. I was whatever about the censorship, like we said, whatever about the censorship, it
Yeah,
sucks.
it's like,
but
just
like
don't
as long as
break
the
the
game
game.
fucking works. Yep. So I have a
Because you can always mod that stuff back in.
Yeah, I actually in our group chat, that's what I put in. There was a post I found online that was like how to revert the update. So I'm gonna do that.
Well, I'm
tomorrow.
pretty sure there's probably just gonna be a mod on the Steam community that
Nexus.
I saw that they took one down.
Yeah, Nexus already took it down, which I love that.
Why though? It's the game that was already on Steam. That doesn't make any sense.
Then you got payment processors are making Steam take off porn games.
Okay.
Which that's something. I don't understand.
It's
I don't know. But like I said, when have the powers that be ever let anything cool happen ever?
Yeah. The game deals with like CP and shit like that. So maybe the powers that be with all that's going on right now are a little bit sensitive to the CP topic.
Well, duh. Yeah, obviously. They want everybody to memory hole everything.
Right. Well, they don't want,
the one that
they
killed
want to
me.
get away as far as they can from it because, maybe they're a little bit guilty.
Yeah. The one that kills me with Ready or Not is Valley of the Dolls, how they changed the basement where the father had a fucked up, creepy shrine dedicated to his daughter. And now in the update, you go down there, and instead of it being a shrine where he's obsessed with his daughter, it's a shrine where he just puts makeup on baby doll heads. And there's pictures of it's like a doll. It's clearly not a. It takes away the gravity of all the situations, which
it does, but like it's like if you're a console player and you came in and played it that way, you would never know the difference,
right? And it already sold 1 million copies in 4 days,
so it's still selling.
It's donezo. It's
I
gonna
wonder
stay
if it
like
runs.
that.
It probably runs fine on console. I know the graphics
Probably
are
runs
tuned down.
fucking great.
But
That's where I'm mostly mad. I could have gotten over all the changes, but I can't
it's
even.
basically
fucking play
like
the game
we
now.
got the console version on PC.
That's actually literally what happened.
Yeah.
They had the PC version. They modified it for it to work on console, and then they remodified it to go back to PC.
They hit save instead of save as on accident.
Yep, exact. It's a fucking shame because I just bought it for Joe too. Like right at the end of the Steam sale, or beginning of the Steam sale, I bought it for Joe. We just haven't had time to play.
I'm
with
glad
him.
I bought it when I did, so I could play
Same.
through the whole thing.
Yep. They didn't change any of the DLC maps, so I haven't missed anything there. But
yeah,
like
but
you
there's
said,
nothing like in the DLC
but
maps.
like you said, we both got to play through the full base game the way it was meant to be played, and still recommend the game if you haven't played it. But,
as long as it works for you.
Yeah, just watch out. I bet if if I had never played it until now, it would probably work. But then again, it's like I say all the time, it's always me with these fucking weird tech issues because I don't know.
Yeah,
I just fuck everything up wherever I go. I'm just a fuck up. So
everything's just not compatible on your system for some reason.
Yeah. Other than Ready or Not, I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 16.
Okay.
The 16th mainline.
That's the 16th
game.
edition of the.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 1 remake number 16.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. And all I'm gonna say about that, because I don't want to spoil anything or get too into it, because I won't be able to stop. But I'm gonna say about Final Fantasy 16 is I highly recommend it. The combat is really cool. It's like Devil May Cry, but instead of weapons and guns and stuff, you have magic.
Okay.
And then the quests are fun, the characters are good, and the story is really sad and dark and emotional, and yeah. Other than that, fucking A, dude.
I started playing the Complex because that's really cool.
I saw that. Is it a horror game? What the fuck is that?
It's a backrooms game.
It is?
And I played the first one, like the free whatever it's called, the Complex found footage. That one's free on Steam. You can just play it. And then this one is like kind of it's almost like Minecraft story mode, like how they made a story version of it. And it's really cool, dude. The sound design is awesome. It's all found footage like style. So you have like and it's in like the late 80s. So like your screen's a square and it's got like fuzzy resolution and sound, and you're in a hazmat suit and all that. So, but the sound design is just so good, dude. And it's basically a walking simulator, but it's so uncomfortable because it's a backrooms game, and you really just don't know where. It's the best backroom game I've ever played, for
Really?
sure. And you just it's one of those things where you like for some reason you're like pulled to a certain direction because there's always a million ways you can go because it's really confusing. And I don't know if it's like procedurally done or how they do it or if it's just a static map, but uh it's so weird that you like just know for some reason you're pulled in certain directions naturally. You just like have a feeling you should go this way. It's really cool. And then I also played Tony Hawk 3 and 4.
How is that? I
It's
gave up.
good. It's Tony Hawk,
I didn't like. I'm such a bitch. I didn't like the fucking menu UI at all, and so I just went and I downloaded the original one for my emulator instead.
the menu.
Like when you launch Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3-4 Remastered,
Yeah.
I hated the way it was set up immediately when it launched.
Huh.
Did not. I was like, this is stupid. This is too many fucking menus and tabs and shit. So I went and just downloaded the fucking ROMs and played the
I didn't
original.
think anything about it.
Yeah, that's why my brain's fucking different than yours. You fucking play shit, and it's like
it was like,
and the soundtrack is different, which people are like, is it really a big deal? Yeah, it is. It is a big deal. I could just play the original one, and I had a blast.
well, you can. That's the thing is you can play the original.
Well, you
one.
You should. No, nobody should ever play anything new. Everybody
This one
should
has
only play old things.
This one has 2 new maps, I think.
Yeah,
But
no,
I don't mind the new soundtrack thing because the whole like Tony Hawk Pro Skater when I played it when I was a kid, I've discovered a lot of music that way. So like I think having that aspect is a good thing. Like being able to discover new music through it. You know? But a lot of the core songs are still on there. I don't know. It is what it is. Like
No.
I'm not really mad about it.
No, I'm pissed.
But
I'm
also
furious. No, I played it for like 2 seconds and I was like,
I learned a lot of music through Tony Hawk
um,
Pro Skater.
I heard they changed the story for 4.
Yeah, they did make some
And,
sort of changes to it. But who cares about this? No one cared about the story.
No, that was why I played those games.
American Wasteland and like Underground had a kind of a story.
No, those stories were
that,
bad.
I heard that those were bad. 3 and 4. Tony Hawk 3 had the best story.
No.
What was the one that they did after Project 8? Proving Grounds or something?
Yeah.
I heard that one had a decent storyline, but I never played it.
No, but
we should get Tony Hawk Ride.
I'm done being the
one with the skateboard on the ground.
So 3 and 4 remastered. Does it feel the same? Like, how do they do it?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
It mostly feels the same. They have all the wall slaps and you can wall ride. I don't know. The thing was, it's pretty much exactly the same as 1 and 2
Is Bam
remastered.
in the game?
Yeah, you have to unlock him, but I unlocked him after like 2 levels. I don't know. It basically is the same.
We should play horse.
Well, yeah, we could. Yeah, it's the same as 1 and 2, but it's just the other maps.
Maybe that's where my sour taste is too, because I didn't really like 1 and 2 remastered. There was something weird about it. It feels uncanny playing those games. I don't know, man. Like
it's so weird for me because like I played a lot of them when I was younger, but then you start playing this again and it instantly comes back. Like you instantly had like I immediately was like, yep, I know what I'm doing, and I'm hitting like huge combos like immediately. I thought I might have to relearn it a little, but I really just didn't. And I like it though. I don't know, but it's also one of those games you're gonna play for a little while, and once you finish all the goals, you're done. There's no reason to go back to it after that. Jack Black's in it.
You play as Jack Black?
Yeah, well, you play as like Officer Dick's like brother or whatever, and it's like voiced by him. I can't remember what it's called. Constable something. Let me see. Tony Hawk's 3 and 4 characters. There's a bunch of new ones. But they also have like a bunch of the classics too. So it's like, Kareem Campbell, Burnquist,
Constable Richard.
Mm-hmm. yeah. It's Officer Dick. Tony Hawk, Bob Burnquist. Yeah, these are all the returning ones. And then Bam is an unlockable. For some reason, there's a Michelangelo as a Ninja Turtle, and he's in the game. Where is he? There he is. Birdman is kind of cool.
Like Harvey Birdman?
No, Birdman like the Tony Hawk. You know how Tony Hawk's like signature boards had the hawk thing?
Oh,
this guy. Yeah, he's kind of cool. He reminds me of something from Adult Swim. Like
I just don't think these games. I don't think
I'm
not the audience for these games. That's probably why I don't like them. I'm trying to force myself to like games that aren't made for me, and I get mad about it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It really does. I'm sitting here like I have no interest in. I'll play it with you, but then I'm like, I'm gonna get home and I'm just gonna play Stellaris and fucking Death Star a Galaxy.
What is wireframe Tony Hawk?
He looks like wires and frame.
It's really stupid.
Told you, you don't let those wires snap.
No, you don't want to be anywhere near those wires. Yeah, I don't know. It's just more of the same, which is exactly what I wanted, really. And honestly, I don't play a lot of games with the sound unless it's like vital. So I just listen to my own music anyway most of the time, or like a podcast or something. Yeah, my Spotify's usually up, unless it's like something involving a storyline. If I play Madden or even like No Man's Sky or MLB The Show, all that stuff, I'm never listening to it. Especially with those, because I've already heard the commentary a million times. They don't ever change the commentary teams.
That's true.
Although they did a couple of years ago in Madden. They added a couple.
I'm Brandon Gaudin here with Billy. Wait, who is
Fusillo.
Brandon Gaudin and
Billy Bob Thornton.
Who is it? Who are the
Charles Davis.
Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin here with Charles Davis. You're watching EA Sports Madden 2000.
They added Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Oh, for what, 26?
E25. Yeah, 25. And the other one is some chick. So usually that's when you turn off the sound. It's really annoying. That team sucked. Let's see, Madden 25 commentary teams.
Is the Xbox version different from the PC version? Because I don't remember different commentaries.
PC version?
Yeah, yes, that's how I play the game.
Of 25?
Yes, that's how I play the game.
I didn't know you had 25.
Yeah.
Mike Tirico, Greg
I didn't
Olson,
like it.
Kate Scott, and Brock Heward. Yeah.
I didn't really care for 25.
Yeah, that's, I don't know.
They've all felt the same. I'm still just playing. I played Madden 11. I've been playing Madden 11 and NCAA 11.
Yeah, I played a lot of 11.
That was the one with Drew Brees on the cover.
Yeah.
That was the best one. That one and the Brett Favre one.
That was actually the first one I really got back into Madden with. I didn't play 10. Well, I played a little bit of it, I guess.
10 was sick. 10 was
10 had that was the Steelers
Cardinals.
Yeah.
It was Fitzgerald Palomalu. And that had what the fuck was Madden 10's thing? Was Madden 10's thing, it had to have been team play mode, I think is what Madden 10 had. Where you could have one person be the quarterback, one person be the halfback, and one person be the receiver, and do 3v3 that way. That was sick. Pro tackling, fight for the fight for the fumble. I remember that shit.
What was that?
Fight for the fumble was when if there was a dog pile, you would have to hit button combos in order to.
See, why don't they have that still? Why get rid of that?
Because they're dumb. Because they're really dumb.
That's one thing they should have is scrums.
Mm-hmm. They got rid of it.
You know why they got rid of it? because they're gonna bring it back in 5 years.
every time. The extra point, that was cool. I remember that. That was there was a commentary team that would do wrap-up shows in the franchise mode. Remember that? And they would talk about all the other teams that weren't your team. That was sick.
Yeah.
They put Wildcat in the game. Yes, dude.
Yeah, that's cool.
They're
just adding
custom
uniforms. Clock.
Yeah, because that was new. That was new in NCAA.
That's crazy.
Or maybe I'm playing. Wait, click NCAA 10. Is that the one with Tebow on the cover? Okay, no. So I have been playing 11. NCAA 11 is the one. Michael Crabtree. Wait,
I didn't play these ones. When did they stop making NCAA?
The last one before the new one was 14. Had Denard Robinson on the cover.
14.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people think 14 is the best. I think it's up there. I like 11 the most. 11 had it was the last one they did before they went into animation-based gameplay. It was all physics-based. It was super unrealistic.
Mm-hmm.
And extremely fucking spontaneous.
It was
janky.
More realistic.
No, it wasn't.
It
was not. It was not at all.
Well, Wikipedia's never wrong.
It felt better. It didn't look better. You know what I mean? Like Madden nowadays, I think it looks better, but it doesn't feel as good to play. And the football games back then.
I like the screenshots of the new one. They kind of showed that like the player models actually look better, which is good. So I don't know. It's just like a lot of people love are honestly probably just gonna buy college football. College football 25 felt faster than Madden 25 does for some reason.
I might have an answer for that.
Which I think it should be the other way around.
No, because it feels faster because the player ratings in the college games are so much different that there's way more of a disparity. Yeah. Especially if you do like a dynasty mode and you go from like, well, I don't know what the conferences are now, but I used to love going from like the Mountain West to the Big 12 or Big 10 or whatever. Yeah. Or do like back when the Big East was a thing.
Yeah. Those were the days.
Yeah, that's why I play NCAA 11, because I think that was the last one where one of the last ones where SU was still in the Big East. And as soon as the Big East died, I was kind of done.
The ACC.
Fucking hate
big leagues.
Yeah.
That's where the big boys play.
And that begs the question, like, would you rather be the small fish in the big pond or the big fish in the small pond? And it's like SU as a university probably makes more money, but
they definitely do for sure.
And by probably, I mean obviously, but
you, at least in the Big East, the thing is like, yeah, you win even if you go undefeated, it's like you're in the Big East, so you still don't have like, you're still not going to get the votes to get in. Or you might, but you're not going to be as likely as if you are top in the ACC.
I think we've talked about it before, but it's a lot harder for me to care about SU sports when they're not playing against the rivals I grew up watching them play. It would be like if Dallas got moved to the fucking AFC South. Like if Dallas got switched with Jacksonville.
And they're not playing the Eagles and
like I
Giants.
Wouldn't give a fuck. It would be fun to do a realignment for football. I would rather have.
It's hilarious that like now though, because like the teams aren't even in the regions that it says that they are.
Well, Dallas is in the NFC East because of rivalry reasons. Because the owner of Washington and the owner of Dallas back in the day fucking hated each other. So the owner of Dallas way back was like, I'm staying in this division because I fucking hate
Texas
this guy.
Texas is definitely not East.
No.
It's like,
well, it's just like in the NBA, you have Minnesota is in the West and then Memphis is in the East.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
And New Orleans is in the West. Yeah. Fucking A. I don't know. Sports games, we were talking about 2K, NBA 2K. And I was right that PC didn't get next gen until last year. So you have had the eras mode the past couple years. So the only argument I had for getting 25 is out the window. Because I can't think of any gameplay reasons.
Yeah,
to
because I
get
saw it was
25.
on sale. I was like, why is it so cheap? It was like
Well,
$7.
because the new one comes out in like 2 weeks probably.
Mm.
Um,
Do they like do the same thing with all these games and just like cut support for it after a year or two?
with NBA, I think it's 2 years.
They just like take the servers off.
Mm-hmm.
So stupid.
Yeah, because I had WWE 2K23. I had a WWE 2K from a few years ago that had all of my created characters and custom shit, and they took those servers off. So
I like when I
They're
buy those
gone.
games, I barely ever play the game. I'm like mostly doing universe mode
that's
and
that's
like
what I do with 2K.
setting up rosters.
That's why I can't tell you if there's any gameplay differences between the 2Ks because all I
'Cause I
do
don't
is,
play
is
it.
my GM. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
just
like a
do-
menu surfing game.
yeah. I do like my league or my era, and then I become the owner of all 30 teams.
Well, they used to have those like football managing games. I mean,
They
they
still
still
do.
have them, but
I think they skipped a year. They skipped a year because they fucked up the newest one, the Football Manager 25 or 26. They fucked up the most recent.
It's not
one.
licensed though.
No, but
That's
they
the
fucked it
thing.
up. Like the developers were like, "Yeah, this isn't going to be good. We're going to skip this one and be back next year." I wish other sports games would do that.
Yeah,
It's
I wish they
fucking
would do
annoying.
every other year, and especially with EA with Madden and college football, stagger those every year.
And bring the UFC games to PC. Is
Yeah.
UFC 5 any good or no?
I don't know.
I stopped playing.
I
at
have
4.
it. I just never played it. Never. I
crazy.
don't even think I've opened it once.
That's crazy. That goes to show how fucking far gone it is.
Yeah, I just didn't like those games after 2. Basically, I think I really didn't even like EA Sports MMA, like their first one. The one that was I don't think it wasn't UFC licensed.
It was all retired fighters.
Well, it had like
Pride.
Yeah, EA Sports. It was MMA. It was just called MMA. It had a couple guys that were active, but I don't remember if they had like a roster from, because it's got Fedor, Randy Couture on the cover. Let's see where.
No, look at UFC controversy.
Well, I kind of want to see the
UFC president Dana White declared himself at war with EA over the development of the EA Sports MMA video game. According to White, the UFC had hoped that EA Sports would pick up the publishing rights to the UFC's video game license, but EA Sports declined. White remarks, EA Sports told us, "You're not a real sport. We wouldn't touch this thing. We want nothing to do with this."
Then they picked it up like 2 years later.
The UFC instead partnered with THQ to develop UFC 2009,
which was
Undisputed.
godly.
Mm-hmm. We put our asses on the line, THQ and the UFC, to make a video game deal in the worst economy in the world. We go out there and do this thing. White warned fighters who want to be in the EA game, if you do business with EA, you won't be in the UFC. Former champions Tim Sylvia, Andrei Arlovsky, Frank Trigg, and Vladimir Matyushenko confirmed their presence in the game. Fan favorite Randy Couture was under contract with the UFC.
Yeah, I wonder if.
Yeah, I was gonna say. At the very end, it says White has since then changed his opinion. You mean he probably immediately did because Andrei Arlovsky was in the UFC and might still be there.
Yeah,
Andrei Arlovsky is still fighting, I think.
EA Sports MMA. Here's the roster: Alistair Overeem, Arlovsky, Rutan, Bobby Lashley. Yeah, I had some. Dan Henderson, Eddie Alvarez, Fabricio Verdum, Fedor Emelianenko, Frank Shamrock, Frank Trigg, Gerard Mousasi, Gegard Mousasi, Melendez, dude.
That's
it actually had
crazy.
Herschel Walker,
Mayhem Miller,
Jake Shields, Jay Huron. Whatever happened to him?
Did you say? Oh, Josh Barnett. Did you say Herschel Walker?
Yeah. Josh Barnett, Joe Riggs, Ken Shamrock. Wow, dude. Kevin Randleman, Luke Rockhold. When did this come out?
2010.
So, Jesus.
No.
It's kind of, I don't know. It's got a decent roster.
Nick Diaz,
Randy Couture,
Bobby Bavlova.
Shinya Aoki, dude.
Tim Kennedy.
He was
Isn't that the guy?
Monster. Tim Kennedy.
Isn't that the Stolen Valor guy?
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Tyron Woodley.
That's the other one.
He's the other Stolen Valor guy. Matt Yushenko. Huh.
So I didn't play that. I played EA Sports UFC 1.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, MMA came out like around the same time, I think, as Undisputed. And then they did another game. They did Undisputed 2010. And then UFC Undisputed 3.
Which is
which
the best
was
one.
so good. That one's still the best one, I think.
The stand-up, so I played it recently. The stand-up leaves a lot to be desired because it's really
but
stiff.
that's because,
But other than that,
to...
if you could get the stand-up from the newer games and mix it with all the grappling from the older games, you'd have a perfect
because
game.
that was what they did wrong, was the grappling. They never could, I don't know. I felt like the grappling was way better in Undisputed.
For me, it took me a while, and like I said, I haven't played 5, but with 4, the grappling, they got rid of the HUD. There's no grappling HUD, which for me makes it feel a little smoother because now you're just going on instinct based on what you're seeing instead of going like, okay, I'm going to do this combo to do this and that.
Yeah. It was hard for me to counter the things based on the animation because you almost had to learn the animations.
Mm-hmm.
But
have you seen fucking streamers that play UFC games competitively? It's the fucking craziest shit.
Yeah,
it's the weirdest fighting game community I've ever seen.
Yeah, because it's all, I don't know. I felt like they focused a lot on the stand-up and not enough on grappling.
Big time.
And that was the big problem.
The clinch specifically. But then even on the ground, you got no elbows on the ground, no hammer fists on the ground. I think they had to patch in knees to the body.
That was the thing with Undisputed was even on the ground, you could modify the strikes to be different ones.
You could do that up until UFC 3.
Mm-hmm.
UFC 4 is where they tapered it down. UFC 3 used to really beat the piss out of the guys. There'd be blood everywhere.
Yeah.
And they've gone and toned it down.
It got censored.
Yeah. Fucking A. There was a guy I wanted you to look up because we're back on UFC, but I want to look at Ilya Topuria's record. And I want to see, is there anybody that we can think of? That's hilarious. That's
ill.
It was the top result. Go to the Wikipedia page and then record. Down.
Record.
Yeah.
There she is.
Yeah. So if you just go from just his UFC, so from 9-0 to 17-0.
Look at these savages that he's
This
beating.
is one of the craziest resumes I've ever seen. If you go I remember the Ryan Hall fight. The Ryan Hall fight was the first fight I ever saw of Ilya's.
Mm-hmm.
That was hilarious. Where Hall kept trying to get him on the ground, and then finally he just was like, no.
Nah.
But yeah, fucking Bryce Mitchell, Emmett, Volk. Just those last 5, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell, Emmett, Volk, Holloway, Chucky. That is crazy. And he got a performance or fight of the night for all 5? Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
He has 6... 12? 1, 2, 3. He has 6 straight performance bonuses. 1, 2, or 6 straight bonuses in general.
Yeah, that's actually better than my record.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm undefeated though.
Even if, you both are. Even John Jones, because there's only one decision in his last 6 finishes. And that really goes to show how fucking crazy Josh Emmett is. That Josh Emmett hasn't been knocked out, or Josh Emmett wasn't knocked out. I think he's the only guy. One of the only guys. He's been knocked out one time.
Loss, yeah.
And it was probably a long time ago. It was Jeremy Stevens 8 years ago. 7 years ago.
Jeremy Stevens.
Who the fuck is that guy? Jeremy Stevens is a monster, dude.
Yeah, he had some battles, dude.
Mirsad Bektik. I miss the UFC, man. It's just I even when I don't set my expectations for cards, I get disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
And what's up with Bryce Mitchell? Bryce Mitchell and Patty Pimblett are like 2 sides of the same coin for me. Is Bryce Mitchell okay?
Is he okay?
Yeah. Is he look at his record.
Why is the? Oh,
Okay, so he just lost.
he just has kind of like a, you know what I mean? He's kind of going red blue here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
But you know, look at that streak. That's what happens. You have these streaks, and you end up being 12, 13, 14, 15, and 0 against Edson Barboza. That's a big deal too. And then you know get to the UFC. The competition's crazy, dude, and it still is crazy now. So it's like, I don't know. On one hand, you're like, there's more stars. There's like more, like, the gap is smaller between all these like top names, but the stars, like you said, aren't there because it's not like their gap isn't there. Like there's no aura to some of these guys because they're not just killing everybody, and that's kind of what people want to see. Is like the guy who just runs through everybody.
Like I said, I think Taporia is the big one. He's like the Poatan was there. Poatan lost it. Poatan's also like in his 40s.
Yeah.
And as much as I didn't like Adesanya, like there isn't even anybody like that. There isn't even anybody that's like playing the heel. Everybody's just like, yeah, whatever. Taporia is a good heel, but I think people like him now.
Yeah.
Because he's the only guy that's like fucking electric.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I like gravitate towards the guy. Like GSP was like my favorite ever, and then you had like I always liked Usman and some of those guys, but they were beating everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what people like. So it actually gravitates when you have a record like this. It's hard to grab a fan base because you win one, you lose one, you win one again, you lose one, and you never really seem to go anywhere. And you don't have your aura because you're
like
who
has
out.
the biggest like I guess it'd be Bisping has the biggest like post career turnaround where he was up there, but he wasn't like a journeyman, but he was like just
people
pretty
didn't really
good for a while.
Yeah, people didn't really love Bisping, and then it was weird. He came back. I don't know. Even losing to St. Pierre was like he was still.
For me, that felt like a victory because Bisping had to literally be like essentially killed in the octagon to lose that fight.
Yeah.
Like that felt like a victory for me. Just like what was it? Was it Rockhold versus Costa? Rockhold versus Romero? What was Rockhold's? Was it Costa? His last fight where he just got the piss beat out of him, but he still managed to hang in. What do they call those? Pyrrhic victories, where you lose but you win. Yeah, his last fight.
Yeah, Polo Costa.
That was crazy. That was one of the craziest fights I've ever seen.
It's like LA Knight. It's like every LA Knight match where it's like you lose but you look good.
Yeah.
Or like Dolph Ziggler. You go out but you look good.
That was one of the best fucking cards ever. Was $199. That's one of my favorite little mini docs on YouTube. It's called like when shit talking goes wrong, or something like that. When trash talking goes wrong.
Oh man, Cruz Faber. That division was crazy.
I remember that. I remember this card. I think we watched it. This was at your house, Seneca Street. Or whatever. Cayuga.
This was, let's see. Yeah, he came back and lost to St. Pierre. That was so he was the champ. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he defended it.
Yeah.
He beat Silva.
Yep.
And then knocked out Rockhold and then beat Henderson.
Yeah. Silva's got 7 losses.
Wait, before you... Oh, never mind. I was going to see if we could guess them.
Oof, that's not good. Not a good run right there, huh?
But those are fucking... I mean, Weidman was a monster, dude. Nick Diaz... I was going to say, that was a no contest. Didn't they both... they both top for that fight. I remember that. Right? Yeah, overturned after they both tested positive for shit.
Yeah. Positive for marijuana.
So dumb.
Wow, what an absolute...
I remember his fight versus Cormier. That was fucking stupid because it was supposed to be... click UFC 200. That was supposed to be Cormier Jones, or it was supposed to be Cormier somebody. Cormier
McGregor.
Johnson?
McGregor is pulled. Jones tests positive.
So that card was supposed to be McGregor Diaz and then Jones Cormier, and it ended up being what? Fucking
wait, McGregor Dos Anjos.
Oh, it was Dos Anjos? Oh, okay, no,
broken foot.
That's right.
It's just a
yeah.
What? Yeah, that's wild.
There it is. Yeah,
and this is what I'm talking about. Like these guys get hurt. It changes the whole.
It's always been happening. Wait, so then it became Misha Tate versus Amanda Nunes. I wonder who won that one.
Oh, I wonder.
I love Amanda Nunes, dude. She has to come back. So
why is Brock Lesnar?
She's gonna be done for. I think Nunes defeats Harrison handily.
Yeah, I think so. Nunes is just an absolute dude. Like what? She's like a monster.
That's my favorite thing. Dave says he'll go. Amanda Nunes is the greatest because she'll tell you exactly what she's gonna do to you. She'll do exactly what she said she's gonna do, and then after she kicks her ass, she's gonna go, "Hey, here, let's take photos with my baby."
yeah.
And then you do it because you don't have a choice. I am telling you.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. It's exactly it. It's my favorite thing. Yeah. Hold my baby.
Check this out. Hold my baby. All right, one quick food or object, and we'll get out of here. All right. Take one, lose the other forever. Hot dogs versus handles. Handles. Now that could be, I don't know if that count, like a doorknob counts as a handle, because you could just replace door handles with doorknobs. But handles are on a lot of shit. Like you couldn't carry a briefcase for work. You know what I mean?
Everything would be backpacks.
You'd have to be doing a lot of this. Yeah. Car doors, they'd have to figure that out. Put doorknobs on them.
Doorknobs. You would just do. I feel like if we got rid of handles, we'd be using a lot of like zip ties. We could do handcuffs. You know what it would be? You would just have a cuff on at all times, and you'd have to cuff yourself to the things.
Yeah.
That'd
be
annoying
hard
as shit.
to play this motorcycle game without handlebars. You'd have to change the handlebar concept. You also wouldn't have handlebar mustaches because there would be no handlebars.
Well, we got to keep handles then. I was team hot dog until you said that.
You got to factor in all the other things that might happen if you.
Because I can't let my father go.
Hot dogs. Yeah,
because I do love a hot dog.
Hot dogs are good, like a good dog. You know what I mean?
I do
like a good dog at a baseball game or something,
or just in general, just having a dog.
Just a regular dog, yeah.
Just a good old dog pills.
Dog pills, those are good.
I'm gonna go with handles. Keep handles. Get rid of hot dogs. Does it get rid of conies? Does it get rid of sausage links? Does it get rid of
conies are basically just hot dog. I mean, yeah, I guess.
I guess it would just get rid of anything that goes in a hot dog bun, right?
Yeah, I mean it's not, and it's not a sandwich, obviously, so it wouldn't have any effect on sandwiches. But also, we already talked about sandwiches at one point, and I don't remember if we kept them or not. We should have marked all these down, and then thought about the universe that it might be without all these things that we've marked down. We could do it. We could scour the episodes. We'd probably have pretty much nothing. We'd be running out of shit to have.
I think we would figure it out. I bet
we'd be eating lettuce.
We should do a full episode where it's just we go back through all of the food or objects.
We could
and see if our opinions change.
Yeah, we should do that. Cause let's see. Let's find we're gonna pull this up real quick. We'll go to the website and. Well, if it wants to bring me to it, here we go. Here we go. This is what we're talking about right here. And we had nuggets versus scissors. And the thing with this is I'm pretty sure you could see what people voted for if you choose one. Nuggets versus scissors. What did we say there? Chicken nuggets. I think we probably would have said scissors. I don't know. I want to submit it just so I can see.
Holy, this is all the ones we've ever
This
done.
is like a bunch of them up until a certain point. I want to put that in and see. Here's what I want.
I know we have a ton. There it is.
Sour cream versus sour cream. Sour cream Heaven Gate.
Look at all the fan engagement.
Yeah, I know. 1 response. 2 response.
Everybody was team garlic bread.
Who's this one? Yeah, garlic bread. 100%. Jesus. Pepperoni versus aquariums. That's a split one down the middle. That's tough.
You know what would be fun would be if we would have to make a thing so like the other results are private, and then we'll just tell people like, hey, if you match up with every majority opinion and every minority opinion, we'll give you a coaster.
A coaster. Stop signs crushes French toast. Blows it out of the water.
I like that got 5 responses.
Stereo audio beats potato chips.
I wonder who's doing this.
Somebody's doing it. 3 responses. Milkshakes versus joysticks. Tacos versus PCs. Wheels. Look at that. That was definitely that's a good choice. I would take wheels too. Butter versus stairs. Dude, stairs kills butter. Absolutely blows it out of the water.
Sub sandwiches beat aluminum cans.
Yeah, that's a tough one too.
None of this is really statistically significant though, because I think you need at least 20 or 25 responses.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like this is like a
small sample size.
Remotes over cinnamon, really?
Cinnamon, yeah, for sure.
Surround sound over steak. That's actually fucked.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of fucked.
Vending machines.
The speakers beat coffee, dude. People love coffee though. What is up with that?
Apples over phone cases.
I could see that. You're gonna have a lot more broken phones. Brownies versus wallets. People don't love brownies, I guess. Cheese versus electricity, dude. That one's so godly. That is such a good one. Someone actually chose cheese, though.
Can you blame them?
Gatorade versus plastic wrap.
If I can't have cheese, then what is this all for? Gatorade versus plastic wrap, I actually like.
Baked Lays, so specific. Versus marbles. Face buttons.
Turkey versus turkey.
Turkey the food. Yeah. I feel like that was Brian that came up with that.
I think it was.
It sounds like
that sounds like a Brian
or
thing.
Bill. That sounds like a Brian or Bill.
They're big parentheses guys.
Yeah.
They're always speaking with parentheses.
Snowplows kills stuffing. Swiss cheese versus flash drives is crazy. Oh man, strawberry flavoring versus analog clocks. People love. Wow, look at that. That's actually, I'm kind of surprised by that one. Huh.
Everybody took oranges.
Yeah, people really don't care about Ubers and shit, I guess. Huh. Well, I don't know. Look, we're trying to get more responses here. We need a bigger pool of people. So just go on the thing, go on the website, and start voting for these.
Yeah, go on www.clearshotspodcast.com.
And I'll tell you what,
check out our food or object form.
Ask your parents' permission to log on, though.
And then let us know if you would rather have Thanksgiving turkey or Turkish people.
Turkey the country or Turkey the food. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Start sharing that around. Let's put it on Reddit. And you know what? We probably could just post it on Reddit and have people. Yeah, let's do that.
You could just.
We'll see what's going on. See if we can get a little bit of a pool. I'm going to watch Slammiversary here. I'm going to watch TNA.
Yeah.
So AJ Styles is supposed to be on this show, so that's gonna be cool. All right, everybody.
I don't know who is AJ.
AJ Styles.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's it.
Cool.
We did it, guys. We're at the end of the show now.
Yeah, I really wish I didn't spend so much time talking before I got here because I feel like I was talked out, and then I was like, "Oh, damn."
Yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, that's all that we have for you from the Epstein files. All the information we have.
Yeah, that's
we've
all
given
we
you
got.
everything. So
Stop hounding us.
yeah,
Get off my back.
yeah. It's we're still talking about this guy. All right, everybody. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Like and subscribe. And that's it. Peace out.